Welcome to Vroom Vibes. When the engine roars, luxury never stops. The morning air carries a weightless hush, the kind of quiet that makes you hyper-aware of your own heartbeat. A low sun paints everything in soft gold, glancing across rooftops and puddles that reflect the sky in fractured fragments. From the edge of the street, a shape moves with subtle intent. Its presence is familiar, comforting even, yet it is more assertive than memory allows. The 2026 Toyota Camry glides forward, a car that has existed in the lives of millions, yet now seems reborn, sharpened, awake. There is a paradox here. The Camry has always been a car of quiet reliability, a steadfast companion through decades of commutes, errands, and family trips. It has never demanded attention, yet it has quietly earned respect. Now, in its latest incarnation, it has learned to own the room without raising its voice. Every line, every edge, every shadow has been meticulously crafted. The front fascia, with its sculpted grille, speaks of confidence. The headlamps slice through early light with precision, suggesting focus rather than aggression. The body sits low, poised, and deliberate, every surface catching reflections like a sculpted piece of kinetic art. Step inside, and the transformation deepens. The cabin is no longer simply functional. It is a space that invites engagement. Soft-touch surfaces, fine stitching, and a flowing dashboard create an environment that is both modern and welcoming. A floating infotainment display integrates seamlessly, while tactile controls feel earned, weighty, deliberate, precise. The seats hug and support, yet never confine. There is room to breathe, space to think, and a quiet sense of serenity that few sedans can replicate. The Camry has evolved from mere transportation into a stage for the moments that define a life. Under the hood, Toyota balances refinement with potency. The hybrid powertrain is a marvel of efficiency, offering effortless acceleration while consuming fuel with the delicacy of a fine sip. For those seeking engagement, the standard engine delivers responsive torque, smooth throttle transitions, and a chassis tuned for confidence. Every touch, every press, every turn communicates mastery, the subtle reminder that the Camry can be both servant and companion, ordinary yet extraordinary. The road itself seems to respond to this transformation. Smooth pavement hums under the tires, the suspension smoothing imperfections without masking connection. Every corner reveals nuance, a slight lean here, a responsive bite there, a steering feel that communicates more than data could ever describe. Technology supports without intruding. Adaptive cruise control, lane tracing, and pre-collision systems work in concert but never announce themselves. They are invisible guardians of experience. The Camry's legacy is woven into every detail. It has been a quiet hero in thousands of lives. First cars, second cars, reliable workhorses. Yet 2026 marks a subtle shift. This is a Camry that acknowledges its history but refuses to be defined by it. It is a car that knows what it is, and in that certainty lies its power. Reliability, refinement, presence, all harmonized into a form that commands respect without demanding it. Driving the 2026 Camry is an exercise in subtle theater. In the city, it is a nimble observer, threading through traffic with the confidence of someone who knows every rhythm and pattern of the streets. The hybrid engine hums quietly, conserving energy, yet ready to respond with a burst of intent when called upon. In stop-and-go traffic, it is patient and forgiving, making mundane commutes feel like practiced choreography. On open highways, the car stretches its legs, the cabin cocooning you from the world outside, letting the wind whisper just enough to remind you that life is still moving forward. The interior, a sanctuary of modern design and understated luxury, deserves close attention. Every surface has a story, every material chosen for both form and function. Soft leather seats cradle the body, stitching aligned like a master craftsman's signature. The dashboard flows seamlessly from driver to passenger, punctuated by a floating infotainment screen that feels integrated rather than tacked on. Ambient lighting provides warmth without distraction, and storage solutions reveal an understanding of the everyday needs of real people. It is a cabin that does not demand admiration, but quietly earns it, with the kind of confidence only decades of refinement can produce. Even the smallest details have been reconsidered. Door handles feel substantial, Switches resist casual taps. The steering wheel responds with subtle feedback that communicates information the eyes cannot see. This is a car that trusts its driver, and in return asks for nothing more than attention. Performance is as much about sensation as it is about numbers. Acceleration is smooth, linear, and deliberate, never sudden but always ready. The suspension absorbs irregularities in the road with grace, yet communicates the texture of the pavement in whispers, a constant dialogue between car and driver. The Camry moves with an elegance that is easy to overlook if you are distracted, yet impossible to forget once you pay attention. Technology, a critical component of the 2026 Camry, blends seamlessly with human intuition. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and wireless charging integrate without disrupting flow. Safety systems act with foresight, not interruption. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and collision mitigation all function invisibly, a silent guardian that anticipates and adjusts without fanfare. It is a level of integration that elevates the driving experience, making every journey feel both safer and more engaging. The Camry's exterior design communicates this evolution without ostentation. The grille is wide and assertive, flanked by headlamps that lean forward with intent. The hood arches subtly, suggesting momentum even at rest. Wheel arches are pronounced, giving the sedan an athletic stance without appearing aggressive. From every angle, the Camry balances familiarity with sophistication, signaling that this is a car that knows who it is and what it represents. As the day unfolds, so too does the Camry's presence. Commuters glance with subtle recognition, children point from sidewalks, and those behind the wheel feel an unspoken camaraderie. This is a vehicle that has been part of the fabric of daily life for generations, yet now carries an aura of renewed purpose and relevance. It is at once timeless and modern, a paradox made manifest in steel and glass. On country roads, the Camry transforms again. Each bend reveals more of its character. Suspension calibrated for confidence, steering precise yet forgiving, powertrain responsive without intrusion. Every mile is a conversation, every turn a subtle revelation of engineering and intent. The cabin filters out chaos, leaving only what matters: connection, focus, presence. The hybrid system deserves particular attention. Electric torque delivers instantaneous response, blending with gasoline power in a choreography so seamless it feels like magic. Efficiency is not just an afterthought, it is a design principle. Yet even in economy, the Camry retains its poise. It moves not with compromise, but with intention, a living proof that performance and responsibility need not be mutually exclusive. Interior technology continues to impress. Voice commands understand nuance, screens anticipate needs, and tactile feedback reinforces confidence. The cabin environment is adjustable to a degree that feels intuitive. Climate, lighting, audio, all harmonized to suit the moment. This is a sedan that respects its occupants, creating conditions for life's ordinary and extraordinary moments to unfold with ease and elegance. Even at night, the Camry commands presence. Headlights carve through darkness with precision. The body gleams under street lamps, and reflective surfaces catch light in ways that accentuate curves without distraction. The driving experience is heightened by subtle cues. The sound of tires on different pavement, the feedback from steering, the quiet assurance of well-engineered brakes. Every journey is a study in balance, confidence, and continuity. The Camry has always been about trust. Its longevity and reliability have created an almost legendary reputation, a car that refuses to fail, a partner in life's day-to-day dramas. In 2026, it retains this trust but layers it with refinement, style, and subtle excitement. It is a car that honors the past while embracing the future, demonstrating that evolution need not discard identity. By the time the sun has fully risen, casting long shadows across neighborhoods and highways, the 2026 Camry has revealed itself in full. It is quiet, yes, but formidable, unassuming, yet unforgettable. A sedan that balances pragmatism with artistry, efficiency with engagement, familiarity with newness. Every mile driven reinforces the sense that the Camry is more than metal and mechanics. It is a companion, a witness, a constant in a world of motion and change. To understand the 2026 Camry is to understand restraint transformed into confidence. It does not shout, it does not dazzle unnecessarily, and it does not need validation. Every line, Every surface, every engineered decision conveys purpose. It is a car that earns attention without demanding it, impresses without overstatement, and comforts without compromise. For millions, the Camry has always been a background presence, a silent participant in family memories, commutes, milestones, and journeys. Now it steps forward without losing its essence, reminding us that greatness can be quiet, reliability can be beautiful, and everyday experiences can be elevated to moments of connection, reflection, and joy. The 2026 Toyota Camry is proof that legend does not need extravagance. It proves that refinement and character can coexist in perfect harmony. It is dependable yet charismatic, practical yet compelling, ordinary yet unforgettable. It stands as a reminder that sometimes the most powerful statement is made not in loud proclamations, but in quiet mastery, continuous presence, and unwavering purpose. This is the Camry, a car of generations, now reborn. It is no longer merely the everyday choice, it is the everyday legend. The 2026 Toyota Camry is not trying to be a supercar, nor does it pretend to be a luxury limousine. It doesn't need to. Its greatness lies in something rarer, the ability to be both ordinary and extraordinary at the same time. The Camry is the car that simply works, yet in this latest chapter, it does more than work. It inspires confidence, it rewards attention, and it quietly commands respect on every road it touches. This is the Camry reimagined, a sedan that carries decades of trust while embracing a sharper, more purposeful future. Dependable yet dynamic, familiar yet fresh. The car that has always been there, now refined into something you'll notice and never forget. Because sometimes the most powerful legends don't arrive with a roar, they arrive with quiet mastery. And the 2026 Camry is living proof. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of cars, make sure to subscribe to Vroom Vibes for more immersive journeys into the machines that move us.